Well, the weather not fully cooperating here in Pittsburgh, but that has not stopped Steeler Nation from filling the stands at a rain-soaked Acrisure Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Second down, Howell back to pass. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Howell. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Steelers at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On first down, Howell. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second down, Pollard again.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Back to throw, Howell.
He'll buy some time right.
That's dumped off to Pollard.
And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial
executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Al down to throw it. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DeAndre Hopkins. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Steelers marching right down the field on their opening drive to take the early lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Hard running at the 15. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Now Lamar changing the look. Back to Stevenson on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Stevenson now on first and 10. And a good-looking run there as they take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 40 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Again, it's Stevenson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Stevenson going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Play action. It's Jackson. Touchdown, Packers. Deebo Samuel. A touchdown on a kick return and now one through the air. And the Packers have taken the lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Steelers 7. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he will have a Steelers first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Howell out of the shotgun. And his throw here's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Being chased out left. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And Howell will throw it. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell, and he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
At the 41-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Stevenson. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st down, Packers.
Now Lamar changing the play. Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Jackson. Slant route, and he finds Thornton.
Jackson's pass. Complete to Taekwondo.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. This is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Howell throwing on third down here. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question, because that was just a simple drop-off. But he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field on what was a fairly innocuous play call.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Pollard again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's third and goal. Now Howell sliding out of the pocket. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been in a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always wanted to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
Now here's Pollard. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tony Pollard with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run once more with Stevenson. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. To the right side, this is Stevenson. And a short gain here down to the 22. Tim Settle, the Virginia Tech Hokie, in there on the stop. They work now on 2nd and 9. They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Julian Love picks it. And the Steelers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 20-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Howell. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Play action. Now Jackson. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. the gun, it's Stevenson. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Tyquan Thornton, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Steelers 14.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And they're going to speed things up here.
That's good for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Powell throwing on 1st down here. Flush to his right. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Down the right sideline. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular.
Got a man that's caught inside the 10.
What a call there on third down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a first down, but it's a big play to boot.
Here's Stevenson. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Again, Stevenson.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run with Stevenson. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Steelers 21. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And not a whole lot there, maybe 3 yards on 1st down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Howell to throw. Rolling to his right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Pollard will take it up the gut. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective.